In the quiet mountain village of Elmridge, life was simple and predictable. The townsfolk lived surrounded by dense forests and towering peaks, but they always warned each other never to wander too deep into the woods after sundown. Strange howls echoed through the night, low and sorrowful, carrying with them an ancient fear. To most, they were just wolves. But legends whispered of something more. A man cursed to roam as a beast under the moonlight. One autumn evening, a girl named Clara arrived in Elmridge. She was an outsider, an artist traveling in search of inspiration. With her sketchbook in hand, she spent her days wandering the meadows, drawing the golden leaves and mountain streams. But Clara had a heart too curious for her own safety. One twilight, when the last blush of the sun faded behind the peaks, she strayed farther into the forest than she ever had before. The air grew colder, and the silence pressed against her ears until she heard it. A low growl. Clara froze, her pencil slipping from her fingers. Emerging from the shadows was a towering figure, not entirely beast, not entirely man. His body was draped in fur, his eyes glowing amber like burning coals. Yet there was something human in the sorrow etched across his face. Clara stumbled back, but the creature did not attack. Instead, he spoke, his voice deep and rough, carrying the weight of loneliness. "You should not be here." Startled, she realized the creature was not only aware of her presence but also capable of speech. Her fear mixed with fascination. You're not just a wolf." He turned his gaze away, ashamed. "No. I am cursed. A man by day, a beast by night. My name is Elias. This forest is both my prison and my protection." Over the following days, Clara returned, sketchbook in hand. Against all reason, she sought him out. They spoke of many things, of the world beyond the mountains, of art, of dreams. Elias once said before the curse stole his life away. The more she learned of him, the less she saw a monster, and the more she saw a man burdened by fate. One night, under the silver glow of a full moon, Elias revealed the truth of his curse. Long ago, he had been betrayed by a jealous rival who consorted with dark magic. Doomed to live as both man and wolf, he could never return fully to either world. Love, family, and peace had been denied him. His only salvation lay in a bond strong enough to shatter the curse, a bond of trust, of compassion, and of love untainted by fear. Clara's heart ached. She had never believed in fairy tales or curses, yet here she stood, gazing into the eyes of a wolfman who had shown her more humanity than most people she had ever known. Without thinking, she placed her hand on his furred cheek. "You are not a beast, Elias. You are what you choose to be." The forest seemed to hold its breath. The howls in the distance quieted. Elias closed his eyes, and for the first time in years, he felt the curse loosen its grip. But the story did not end there. Villagers soon noticed Clara's disappearances and whispered rumors of her consorting with the monster of the woods. Fear breeds anger, and anger breeds violence. Torches were lit, and a hunt began. When the mob found them, Elias stood between Clara and the villagers, his claws bared, ready to defend her at the cost of his life. But Clara stepped forward instead, her voice trembling yet strong. "He is not the monster. The monster is fear itself. Look at him, he protects, he speaks, he feels. Would a beast do that?" Her courage broke the crowd's fury. The villagers lowered their torches, uncertain. In that fragile silence, the curse shattered completely. Elias's form shifted, the fur receding, the claws fading. For the first time in decades, he stood fully human under the moonlight, tears streaming down his face. Clara smiled, slipping her hand into his. "You're free." And from that night onward, the tale of the wolfman was no longer one of fear, but of redemption and love, of a girl who saw the man within the beast, and a cursed soul who found freedom in her compassion.